Here we've got real data from the Flint lead crisis, and everyone's talking about lead because that's important, of course, but copper is also important. You don't want too much copper in your water, apparently. So this is the real data, and we've got here the lead level and the copper level. If the lead level is below the detection limit of the test, they list it as ND, not detected. And I think for our purposes, we could count that as 0. I mean, it's probably a little above 0, but I don't know how much, because it's hard to plot with NDs. So we'll just call it 0 there. So I've got a little simple formula here to test whether it's ND or not. Okay. So then I could plot lead and copper to see, like, well, maybe it's expensive to do a copper test. Could I just use their lead test as a way to predict how much copper they have, right? So what do you think? No, it looks like they're pretty unrelated, right? Well, you might think, hey, maybe the kind of plumbing in the building makes a difference. I'd like to plot some of these in one color that says it's copper plumbing, another for plastic, another for lead plumbing. So that would be called a marked scatter plot. And so that's what we're about to do. I've got it set up here for this column will be just copper, this will be copper and plastic, this will be just plastic. I think we'll just do those 3. So there's no nice way to tell Excel to mark this one series by this one other column. So we're going to turn it into 3 different series. So in this column, I want it to give me a number. I want it to give me the copper number or the lead number, if the pipes in the building are copper. So I'm going to say if this thing, and I have to lock that one, equals the type of plumbing in the building, then give me the lead value. Otherwise, give me NA. And this is the special NA function that in Excel gives you back the exclamation mark thing. Oh, actually, will it work if I fill this sideways? Well, one of those 3 should be something, right? I guess I'm ignoring galvanized. I locked kind of the wrong way. I didn't want to lock the column on that one, and I did want to lock the column over here. So I have to be careful about what I lock. So I want to lock the row there, but not the column. And on this one, I want to lock the column, but not the row. And on this one, I want to lock the column. And fill that down. And now if I plot copper versus those 3, now I have them in different colors. And I can do a scatter plot. I can do a trend line on just this, on just the buildings that have that kind of pipe. So is this a good plot? First of all, can we learn anything from this plot? Well, look at all the green dots. What's weird about the green dots? So yeah, we have to think this axis is the copper value. So there's either no copper or maybe they didn't bother to test for copper. But yeah, there's something going on there. I have no copper data. So that's something I wouldn't have seen if I hadn't done a marked, if I had just done the plain scatter plot, right? I mean, I might have noticed, hey, there's a bunch of points on the axis. The other thing is this plot uses red, green to differentiate, and that's not a good idea. So we'll turn the red ones some other color, or we could even change their marker. Every now and then things get printed in black and white, right? So you want something that's friendly to black and white. That's not what I want. So choose your markers and stuff carefully. Maybe that's good. So that way you can tell just by the shape of the marker. All right, so that's marked scatter plots.